What's up, everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Hades. This time around, I'm going to be rocking the bow, because I think we've only used that once. And I'm still using the coin purse.
This time, man, everything fine? We'll hold that thought. I wager we can make things finer yet.
Still using the coin purse to give us a coin bonus at the beginning, because we're close to having that reach rank 3. And once we do that, I think we'll be in a good place to at least have that in our back pocket as an option. Okay, so let's see here. Our attack inflicts poison. I mean, I barely remember how we played with the bow. So, you'll have to excuse me here. Ooh, that was close. I think we got him mid-charge as he was about to hit us.
More louds.
I mean, I think, if I remember correctly, we were actually fairly successful with our first bow playthrough. I think that was just our second go-round overall. And I think we made it to Asphodel, which at that point in time was a pretty significant point. There we go. A little less dramatic getting the final kill of the room when it's with poison, but onward. Oh, almost didn't see you there. Ow! I did not see you there. We hit them from here. Hit some of them, but not all of them. There we go. Alright, so we did get a silly hit there.
Hades always was a lonesome man, you know. I pitied him, but I could never quite extract him from his thorny shell. Now he stews resentfully down there. You needn't bear the brunt of his frustrations.
Oh, thanks, Zeus. Okay, so our cast is basically just throwing one of our bloodstones forward, and I don't fully understand how it works, because we haven't really been using that cast all that often. We were more so using that ability when we had the spear, which, if I remember correctly, which I may not be, that is different when you're using the spear. Or maybe it was the shield. I don't know. Not immediately coming to mind. But we'll take the dash. Give ourselves a little bit more of a close range option. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here of note. I did see the aid, and of course we don't have an aid yet, but I really do like it when we can get ourselves a powerful aid rather than just a normal one. So I'm trying to be a little bit picky there, but that has come back to bite us on at least one occasion, so may need to just take whatever aid we get next, or call, I should say. So we are building up our fair share of coins, because we did start with the coin purse, so I think we take the life when we're still in Tartarus, though, since Tartarus tends to be easy enough that in some ways you could sort of look at this as a free life upgrade, on the assumption that it won't be a room in which we take any damage. So it didn't cost us any coins, and we still got the upgrade. Granted, could have bought some potentially better stuff in the shop, but now we just save up and can get more the next time we visit the shop. Do we buy a guaranteed Chaos Gate? We haven't seen one yet. And I feel like we might want to do that. It might still be early enough that we will not have the effect of that when we are still in the boss arena. There is said chaos area. Oop, not where I want to stand. There's still another one over here somewhere. Oh, never mind. Saw the little mine that it left for us. I assumed that that meant there was one on the far end of the arena that we had not seen yet. Apparently not, though. Okay, so there's Chaos. I mean, otherwise it would have been Artemis, but I suppose I'm alright. Skipping that. Because hopefully, this is nice and powerful for us.
Interesting.
Let's see what we can get out of it.
You have arrived at last. Just as I wondered how we might best alter one another's courses of existence here today.
What do you have for us? Damage on attack, after which our boons have a higher probability of being rare or better, is really nice, but at least on the bonus front. But that is so tricky on the attack front. I mean, this would be crucial that this is not in effect during the actual boss fight. Granted, we have done that before, but I think let's take this one and embrace the coin run. Oh man, we are so slow though. I mean, maybe this is a little more bearable since we're using the bow and we have some range to speak of. Okay, that is at least one of these guys done. But you guys are dropping those things right and left. Okay. There's mostly the remaining numbskulls and this guy. Oh, you did still hit me there?
Right.
Okay. Not the best, but we made it work. And I'd prefer not to rely on these things unless they have long-term benefits, like upgrading the rarity of our next boon. I can live with that. What I've meant when I spoke in the past about not relying too heavily on those mini-shops is that I didn't want us to be banking on getting short-term life upgrades, not even upgrades as much as they're just like life replenishments, if you want to call them that. The things that don't improve your maximum life. As those don't have any long-term benefit, that's just a short-term bandage, really. Almost forgot that we have damage on our dash. And I just tapped the wall there. Oh, poison did our job for us.
Anyone else?
Okay, so this should have increased rarity. Have we? Actually, not sure if we've gifted anything to Athena yet. We did just pick up a nectar, so why not? Let's give it a go.
I'm indebted to you, Goddess, for all that you and your side of the family have done for me.
Well, it simply isn't in my nature to allow such offerings to go unanswered, noble cousin. In turn, I wish for you to have this, with my compliments.
Wow, yeah, I mean, she was the first goddess, I think, that we ever talked to, and yet we had not given her any of the nectars yet, so oops.
Lady Athena, thank you.
Okay, but we've now sorted that out, and of course we still have the actual boon.
It comforts me to see how far you've come, cousin, and I am confident that you shall make your way eventually. I shall look forward to our conversations then.
Alright, what do you have for us? A bunch of epic stuff. So we can resist damage from traps, 90% is very nice. Or after taking damage, we damage nearby foes and briefly deflect. Have the special stuff too. Is this the one? Is this the one that we ended up using on that run in which we didn't use the standard attack? Or was that the cast? I think that was the cast. Not a huge fan of this one, so I think we go either of these routes. Let's go here, because I think it's easier to get the special upgrades. Because... or at least easier to get one of the special upgrades, because they replace one another. So, you know, we get one there, and that means that
More brimstones.
next one we get will replace the one that we just picked up, which is a little unfortunate. So on the assumption that we will see future special options, we'll skip this one, and instead take the passive option, which I do not believe can be overridden. I think that's all the range out of there. Now we're just on to you. There we go.
All set.
We went through that unscathed. Now we have a shop, or we have upgrades. We have exactly 250 coins. So like I was saying before, we could deliberately hold on to our coins in hopes of having a particularly fruitful shop. And I think there is something to be said for that when we're still in Tartarus. When one would assume that the rooms are going to be fairly easy. I was waiting for us to take damage there, and we almost did. A little bit silly. More? Yep. Wanted to try to get the ranged enemy. Take away that risk. Still trying to get you. Don't want to cooperate here. There we go.
Good enough to
Okay.
eat.
So, in many ways, you could sort of see it as a free upgrade. At least in that it doesn't cost us any coins, so we gained a few more and avoided having to spend on an upgrade. Ooh,
I've tolerated your
survival
ignorance for
room?
long enough.
And a small one at that. Very small one. I'm not sure we've ever had one this small before. That makes things a little trickier. Not a lot of room in which to dodge people, especially with a bow. That does stink, because, well, we are not really meant to be attacking people from up close right now.
Weak.
Just trying to stay moving.
Nearly made it.
I think in many ways, that is going to be the only thing that we can do. Yep.
Worthless.
I think we killed about 2,
Well, that's
maybe 3 enemies in there. That was about it, though. Let's see what this gives us. Ooh, a bunch of coins. Especially with the potential of then going straight into a shop afterward. I like the prospects of that. Let's give it a go.
As well.
Come forth,
This might
wretches.
even be an
Stop this
upgraded
meddler.
trove here. Because we did upgrade our troves recently. And granted, it would be great if I didn't step on the trap button. Okay, I almost did again. Here we go.
Blood and darkness.
111.
Not yet.
Not terrible.
Excellent.
All the way up to 461. I think at this point, yeah, I mean, we can buy any and everything in this shop, presumably.
Greetings,
And
Kara.
it's probably, yeah, going to be the boss next. So, this is what I mean, where in this room we can buy, I think, everything, right? Yeah, we can buy everything in here. So this is 3 improvements in one room, which normally you would not be able to do. So that's why it's worthwhile to save up and be able to get a super shop like
I'll
this.
take it.
Probably should have taken the boon first, in case we wanted to see if there was a better option. Off of that, take the deflect. I do like Hermes. Let's see, quick recovery, recover life after dashing. I do like that one a lot. We can dash another time in a row. It's also solid. I think we take this.
Godspeed.
And then, of course, the max life upgrade. We're up to 150. We've had higher in the past going into the first boss fight, but we'll be
Time to
okay.
face the Furies.
Granted, it's a bow. I'm
Hello,
not super
Disability.
familiar with it, but... And we have the murderer. Or the one who wants to get rid of the murderers.
I was really hoping we could change the subject. Please?
Guess not. Alright, so she has combo attacks. The primary thing about her that we need to remember. Where did she go? So she does that, and then she does that again. And then she will bring us into a smaller arena. She does have stun as well. Usually, that isn't terribly relevant because, well, it doesn't usually hit me that often, if I'm being honest. Except for with those projectiles. Alright, new arena. Does get harder, though, to avoid her, as the arenas do get smaller. There you are. Oh, there you are. Oh, that was a very loud murder that time. Ooh, I let her hit me that time. I would think she's about to change arena on us. Yeah. Just right at about half HP. I assume it probably goes in major increments like that. Although I haven't been paying that close attention. Not expect you to hide in that corner like that. That might be the first time I've avoided taking damage on that stuff altogether. At least it felt like it. Let's quick face. Okay, but this is the tiny arena. It's very hard in which to dodge her. Ow. Trying to just hit you rapidly, but it's not really working. There we go. Not bad, actually. That might be our best job against her. At least in terms of the amount of damage that we took.
Wrongfully accuse somebody else.
I forget if we came in here with full HP or close to full HP, but a ton of damage to take for a boss. Definitely heal all of it up.
Tisiphone has failed me, has she?
Moving on.
Okay.
Something new to try.
And do we? Oh, right, we have Venus item. Cute little owl. Well, the thing is, with one more encounter, we leveled this thing up, which is kind of unfortunate because it is no longer doing us much use. It's already served its purpose of giving us that 150 coins. Gonna hold on to it while we're in Asphodel, at least to get that final level. And then if we do make it out, then we'll swap again. But, at least for Asphodel, it's not going to be terribly helpful. Let's guarantee another Chaos Key. Liven things up a little bit. Yeah, and we have not defeated the Hydra with the bow. As I said, we've only used the bow once before, I think.
Let me have it.
Alright, down we go. Let us see what Chaos has in store for us this time.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, for the next 5 chambers, the reward is hidden, but our special deals more damage afterward. Or we cannot collect bloodstones, but afterward boons are rarer. We cannot earn coins, but afterward we get bonus darkness. So this is really helpful if we choose to switch to Nyx's shroud. I forget what her shawl, rather. Her shawl. Once we get to Elysium, assuming we do get to Elysium, because that's the item that gives us life every time we pick up darkness, and if we get way more darkness, then we get way more life. So that is really helpful if we do make that swap. Otherwise, of course, switching over to, or at least having a higher chance of getting higher rarity boons is also really helpful. The earlier you can get that to happen, because we'll carry those through Asphodel and through Elysium. So, I mean, I'd love to get both. I think let's stick to this for now. Because it means we aren't locked into using Nyx's item if we don't want to use Nyx's item. Oop, I dashed into that, yet for some reason did not actually take damage from it. Also, it stopped running away. That'd be great. But you're almost dead for some reason. I don't know if you hopped into the lava or what, but that was, I don't think, much my doing. There we go. More? Ooh, more of the smoke stuff. I still don't fully understand where it actually comes from. I do think we have concluded that it definitely deals damage. Yes, I can see that we have some pretty silly damage there. When I forgot, again, we have damage on the dash. We can finish some guys off here. Potentially, somewhat easily.
Out.
There we go.
Hello there, Dionysus.
There's our purse rank up we were looking for. And when we can have it so that when we gain a nectar, we get life, or we deal more damage when 3 foes are poison afflicted. Our normal attack has poison at the moment. So I think this is a pretty solid option.
Let's liven things
I mean, none of those things are ranked up. They're all just normal, not rare or anything like that, and they haven't been upgraded, so not great. Ooh, I don't remember. It's the one that we took, the one that prevents us from getting coins? No, it was the one that prevents us from picking up our bloodstones as quickly, right? So this is still a room that we have reason to go to. If not, we're about to find out.
More burn flingers.
Oh, okay, that was maybe not the best timing. Okay, maybe not the best idea to dodge your attack by going into the lava. So not entirely sure where you went there. There is a trove here. Oh, there also is another one of you. Oh, I did stand in the lava. Just a tad too long there. Make those things fall on you and deal damage. That would be very convenient right now. Oh,
What do we have here?
I feel like I didn't actually attack anyone other than that one enemy. Yes, that is a lot of darkness. I think that is certainly something that we're seeing based on that trove upgrade that we had last go round. Otherwise, we would have Zeus and Poseidon as our options. Anything else in here of note? No, I don't think so. Okay. So this doesn't affect us immediately, but I think we'll give it a go, nonetheless.
Trespasser.
Ooh, there are more enemies in here than I anticipated. Are you gone now? Oh, I didn't realize that it actually tells us how many foes are left. In the top left corner there. I never saw that before. Nope. Shows you how observant I am. Granted, we don't have the most damage at the moment. So, certainly not the most convincing performance there, but did still get
Very nice.
a decent amount of darkness out of that, so I'll take it. And then here, So the other god, at least that I know of, that we have not given nectar to yet, is Poseidon.
Get me out of here.
So I think we definitely target him. Even though you could make the case that we'd
Why, it's
be
the barge
better.
of death.
No, it's the barge of death indeed. Probably shouldn't have broken that. I did not intend to. It was just a consequence of having dash. Now it would be kind of helpful. I walked straight into that one. You're down. Ooh, I somehow missed that despite jumping straight into it. It's definitely going to be at least one more, but I think probably 2 more waves. Ooh, not where I wanted to be. I'm assuming we take a boatload of damage if we jump off this little boat here, possibly even fall to our death. Don't feel inclined to give it a try at the moment, but it's something that I'm a little bit curious about. Ooh, saw that coming. Not quickly enough, though. There we go. Another wave. This might be the last one here. Ooh, and also came awfully close to testing that theory. Okay. Ooh. I don't like you guys. Ooh, I think I dashed into several things there. And almost fell off. And wow, we are taking a lot of damage here. I mean, these are some powerful enemies that deal a lot of damage. And, that are usually ones that you would dodge much of the damage because you'd be in a small, or you'd be in a much larger area, rather. Not something like this where you have no wiggle room. So many enemies with explosions that we couldn't
Chaos boom
really
evolved a new effect.
avoid all of them simultaneously, or at least,
Uncle Poseidon,
I'm not
it's
good
been
enough to do that
excellent
right
to know
now.
you, sir, so please, this is for you.
like I said, I think Poseidon is one of, if not possibly even the only god we have left at this point to give one of those nectars to.
Oh, I'm positively moved by your affection, little nephew. Though I think I've just the thing for you in turn. Here, I shall transfer it to you.
I thank you, Uncle.
Ooh. Cool. Alright, and we do now have a higher chance of increased rarity on our boons, so let's hope this one helps us out.
This calls a feast on turning up sooner or later, hear me, nephew? So make room for one more blessing and let's go.
Ooh, does that mean you're going to offer us a dual blessing? No, it does not. And I am not exactly wowed with what you have chosen to give us, because this would replace the Zeus dash ability. Granted, the Zeus one was just a normal dash, this is a rare one, so presumably this is slightly better. But even then, otherwise, we're talking about either increasing the value of other rewards or gaining some stuff right now. I think we gained some stuff right now because we actually have very low HP.
Much appreciated.
So that was sadly
Nice.
kind of needed. Wish it wasn't the case. Under other circumstances, I probably would have taken the one that increases future gains in other rooms. I don't like these guys. I'm sure there are going to be more of them. Or not. Or maybe there are, we just haven't seen them yet. going. What did you just do? Oh, yep, there are more. Ask and you shall receive. Just barely avoided that. Luckily. Yeah, they do seem to like to jump into the lava, though. That is definitely not the first time that's happened this run. So I suppose I ought to be thankful for that, at the very least. They seem not to realize that they ought not to do that. Taking damage from the smoke. And knocking you into the lava, which again seems like the easiest way, for sure, to take care of those guys. Okay, so we could get coins, we could get Dionysus again. Dionysus, rather. But we do probably want to consider other things if they exist, except they don't. I mean, we have chance of increased rarity, so I think we take this, especially since we have a lot of coins at the moment. So if we do run into a shop, we are still in very good shape to be able to buy many things from the said shop. Are very big. Let's see if that blows up on you. Not sure if that technically hit you or not. Right on the edge of the range. Okay, there's gotta be more. Or just like it with that. I'm gonna get rid of your friend first, though. If I can. Ah, are these guys actually making the smoke clouds with their projectiles? Their explosives? That might be the case. As I was saying, I'm not sure what it is that makes them. Hold still. Don't like that. And I like to get rid of the range guys first, although when I say that, I think this guy hit us from far. Without us realizing, I was focusing on the other range guys, not this one. Love, this guy just did not have the opportunity to throw at us again. If he did. There we go. Long room. Okay, and... Okay, so we do have a fair amount of poison. Again, it's on our standard attack. Poison afflicted foes contaminate other foes every 4 seconds. That also seems really good. Especially because we also have that ability that makes us deal more damage when we have at least 3 enemies that have poison effects on them. So I think we actually take this one.
How about another?
I would love to have both. That just, sadly, is not possible. Okay, I think we take the shop with 400 coins. So we can buy multiple things. This might even be the free area. It is for the boss. And by free area, I mean no enemies in it. So we can get both these things. We will do.
Should be useful.
Okay, your attack deals plus 300 damage in an area, but charges slower. Power shot deals plus 100% damage. Your special fires plus 4 shots. I mean, I don't know how much slower we're talking, but 300% certainly gets my attention. So, I've never had this one before.
No need to thank me, mate.
I'm a little nervous trying that out for the first time in a boss arena, but I mean, always the first time for everything, right? So why not? Give it a go.
Me if I were you.
I would think that this guy is actually a decent one for us to go against as a ranged character, given how many of his abilities, well, I mean, some of them are ranged, some of them are up close, but I would think we can avoid a lot of the damage by staying back here. And whoa, not cool. Even these guys staying back here. That was pretty easy. Just gotta make sure, of course, that those things don't sneak up on us, but it's always the case. Nothing new there. Okay, you are down. Back to you. We're gonna do that. Yep. Greatly prefer we continue to use that melee attack. Did I get hit there? Ooh, I got hit by that. Not have thought you'd have that much range. Still hit you? Almost. Okay. Carry you. You did hit me. Just a little bit silly positioning on my part. Poison that got you that time. You still have a little bit of damage on our dash. Not a lot. It is a small option. A minor option. Yeah, it's not gonna help you, buddy. Ooh, yeah, keep using that attack. Ow. Alright, that was not the best positioning on my part. They should have these guys coming soon. Yep. Who's first? You, and you're already down. So I like that a lot. I think that's always a really big deal when you can get rid of one of the heads early, especially when we're talking about this last phase in which we have so many heads to deal with. Shouldn't have gotten hit by that. That was poor positioning on my part, and probably that too. I think we did damage there. Now, things are a lot more tame. We have fewer heads to deal with. Means we will have fewer projectiles and the likes. Okay, you're down. Ow. After those. They're about to do something. I don't think those green heads tend to be particularly dangerous. At least in my personal opinion. They seem to drop those things that give you a little timer, where presumably if you're standing next to them when that timer runs out, they deal a fair bit of damage, but those seem easy enough to avoid, and the main problem is those guys. They tend to be the most difficult, because those projectiles will crack you. Well, not really crack you, but they will... Ow. They'll be targeted at you from the opposite side of the arena, and they travel pretty fast the further they go. Ow. There we go. I mean, in terms of the amount of damage we took, that seemed like far less than we've ever taken against that boss.
No?
So that's nice.
It's brilliant.
So in that way, I do actually like using the bow against that boss a lot. Maybe it's just that I actually
Could just walk into Elysium.
am a big fan of that weapon upgrade. Yeah, we can walk straight into Elysium, right? Oh, see that? Yeah, so Elysium, of course, is going to be challenge.
Onward.
But I was pleasantly surprised with the bow performance in Asphodel. As for whether it can stack up against these more challenging enemies here, we shall see soon enough. Coins, I mean, we don't have enough coins to do much at all at the moment, but I think, well, yeah, and I'm not a huge fan of our current boons. Oh, we could have potentially seen if we could sell the Poseidon boon that just gave us a one-time assortment of stuffs. Alright, bows against bows. Ow. We did manage to get in there.
That was rearming.
I think we got it just in time. Thing. Wow, did you still hit me? Good aim. Gotta be more, right?
Just getting on top.
The butterfly dudes. Okay. I think I prioritize going after this guy. He's a little harder to control. Whereas butterfly guys, especially if we have the range, I think ought to be a little easier. Granted, I did let that butterfly hit me.
Vast riches.
Running out of coins. Thought I heard something. This. Next boon has upgrade rarity. I mean, we do now have a fair number of coins, so I think we can afford to do that. Hope being, of course, that we get something really nice in here. Ooh, and there's this. Darkness. Okay. Oh, I forgot to change our keepsake. Blah. Okay, well, that was a mistake. But, I think we take Dionysus here. Well, it certainly used the life. Take it back. I think we used the life. I mean, of course, we will get upgraded rarity.
Out of my way.
Okay, so I'm hoping these guys are easier to take care of with a bow than they are with other stuff. Also, we have damage on our dash, which should be helpful as well. Poison should help. Arrow helped us a lot.
Stay dead.
I may have walked into that as it was exploding on us. Also, the butterflies are starting, ow, to add up. To the point where they are making it far more difficult, ow, to walk around in here. Ooh, and that one I just dashed straight into. Alright, butterflies, seriously, you gotta chill. It's too much. Still more? Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, that was silly of me. That was a lot of bad damage in there. A lot of bad damage. Anything in here to make up for that bad room? Well, maybe the shop. I mean, I wish we had 7 more coins in case it's about to be relevant. We shall soon see.
Fancy seeing you up here.
Do you happen to have any stuffs? coins in them? No. Ooh, this is a pretty lackluster shop. I mean, buy the upgrade. And... Yes, we'll do the damage if we have 3 or more enemies poisoned.
5-second rule. That was 5 seconds, right? Just
And
tidying up a bit.
that's about it, I think. Ooh. So we can get the hammer upgrade, which would potentially be really good. But I don't think we get upgraded rarity on the hammer. I don't know if there is even rarity on the hammer upgrades. Whereas the Poseidon one would be an upgrade. Granted, I see that there is the mini-boss icon on that, and it might even be the Minotaur. We might be able to avoid the Minotaur. Go this route.
Long spears.
Probably be preferable. That wasn't bad. Ow. Again with the butterflies.
Worthless.
They do add up if you ignore them for too long, which is, admittedly, what I was doing. Ooh, that was silly damage. Ooh, and the chariots too. Ooh, don't like that. Love to get one of those chariots down so we don't feel both of them simultaneously. Almost the case. Yeah, we got both now. Okay, we can get these guys. Ooh. Okay, I'll take that damage in order to make sure that you don't come back. And thank you for running straight into that
My
trap.
bow grows stronger.
Okay. Attack deals way more damage to distant foes. I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. I think
Done.
with our other damage upgrade, my hope is that those two things can add up to make for some pretty humongous hits for attacking people from range. Okay, now I wish this was going to be a boon, because we did pay for that boon rarity upgrade, and we have yet to receive the benefits from it. I don't even know what kind of enemy this is, because it will not stand still. It is a bow guy.
You're dead.
We do seem to be doing a lot of damage here. Bearing in mind, of course, that we are best off when we attack from afar. Ow. I did see those butterflies starting to gang up on me a bit. I really want to make sure that you guys do not respawn. Right, butterflies again. Backing up. Not sure if that guy is still alive or not, but I see that opportunity at least. Right. Yeah, I think we did get him and then allow him to respawn, but he's the only one now. I think that is still fine. Here we go. Still. They got me with that one. Thought we would be done. Champion mini chariots as well. Don't like. There, yep. No, I did not see you. Okay. Now, you ought to be. Last one remaining. Yes.
Shiny.
Okay. Got some coins out of it. We can take life. We can take Zeus again with the mini boss icon, which gives me a little bit of pause. I'm going to skip that trove again on the assumption that any troves on Elysium, you have to have a really good case for why those are going to help you for them to be worthwhile. Again, I'm going to avoid the mini-bosses, at least in the short term, on the assumption that our next one will likely be Minotaur. I'm totally sure when it's boost, when it would happen. We may have already passed that point. just in case.
Who's next?
Ooh, use the blocking. That doesn't work so well with the bow, I don't think. Alright, we'll get one of you. We can. And that blew up on you. Very convenient. That was also fortunate, but I'm assuming we're not done here. More coming. Ooh. See that we had some of those souls. I think we might have still gotten rid of it, fortunately. See you. Got rid of that one. See some that we got rid of. Not sure if there are any left. Okay, that is the last one. Trying not to get hit by that. I think we generally avoided taking damage in that room. Might have taken a little bit. Gems, darkness. Ugh, I don't like this. Sell some stuff here, but these are not really the things that I would like to be selling, if anything. So, yikes. I really want just a normal boon. Here? Alright, take your pick, but I'm gonna go this way. Whether it was the right decision or the wrong decision, who knows? Who's left? You. I got rid of you. 4 of you. And other types of enemies as well. Fortunately, you are fairly simple to take down, but man, those projectiles do add up. Let's not get hit by that. There's still one. Oh no, another round. Yikes. Ooh. Several more rounds, apparently. Several more rounds at that. This feels like the longest room we've ever been in. Saw that coming. One down there. There we go. Wow, that was a crazy long room. That darkness I just heard, or chaos rather that I just heard? It was somewhere. I don't see it. Over here. Wow. Alright, this is the latest chaos we've ever seen. I mean, I'm very hesitant to give that a go, given how I believe we are fairly close at this point to going against Theseus and the Minotaur. But I sadly think we passed on it, because otherwise we would be taking... Yeah, I mean, we would have gone straight into Theseus and Minotaur fight. For a bit. Because, I think this is... Oh, and... Like, boots. That's nice. But, I mean... Well... We still get a shop? I don't know. Because usually, you get one of these rooms without any enemies in it directly before the boss encounter, so I'm wondering... I originally thought that this next room was going to be the Theseus/Minotaur fight. But I would think that... While in the past they've had some reward indicators above them that were not... Well, no, these are definitely still going to be normal. Okay. Yes, okay, and this should be upgraded. Could certainly have made the case... Yeah, we probably should have still gone for the shop.
And here's what you get.
Should have still gone for the shop because we had 400 coins, so we could have gotten multiple things. I got carried away with the whole... We bought guaranteed increased rarity on our next boon, and I was just waiting for that next boon to show up, and chances are we would have been able to find one in the next shop. Not guaranteed. We probably should have waited for that. Go for the attack being faster. which actually counteracts some of the other things that we did, where we increased the power of our attack significantly, but lowered the speed of said attack. So to have the faster attack speed, hopefully, makes it so we're still dealing more damage with the same charge-up time. And this is the arena.
Gentlemen.
So, Hellspawn, you seek to break through to the surface of the world, but you shall not achieve your goal whilst I yet live and breathe, or the equivalent of it here in the splendors of Elysium.
Can you leave me with little choice but to make you shut up already? And your bull-headed manservant there.
That Minotaur whom you address is my dear friend, you preconceiving stain upon the earth. Asterius and I are brothers here in death, as we were enemies in life. Not that you could ever understand fraternal bonds as strong as ours.
Sorry, Theseus. Nothing personal here. I am curious as to what this is going to be like. A new ranged weapon. Oh, we don't have a call. Wow, we went this entire time without a call. I'm now realizing. Somehow. How that played out, I couldn't tell you. Shouldn't have been hit there. Focusing mostly on not getting hit by Theseus' ranged attack. But, oh, wow, okay. Thought I had the angle there, apparently I didn't. But that has led to... okay, now I'm just getting sloppy. That has led to some sloppy attempts on the Minotaur. Or some sloppy damage from the Minotaur. He just sneaks up behind me for a quick slam, kind of like that. How we're doing on Minotaur damage, that's mostly what I'm working on. Working on defensively hiding from... Wow. You're still hitting me. Even when I'm close, but admittedly, apparently not doing enough. Hide behind these things. So yeah, offensively I'm trying to take down the Minotaur. Defensively, I'm focusing on not getting hit by Theseus. And not doing the best job of that, admittedly. Yeah, that I will do. Come back. That was not the best. Okay, he's impervious. Minotaur's at half HP. So that's something. He's on his speed run again. Oh, he stopped. Without actually hitting me. Does not happen often. Ooh. Maybe hits on the Minotaur. Oh, that was a bad angle. That much was pretty clear. Almost took a bad angle there as well. Oh, he's impervious again. It's on about a quarter HP at the moment. Ooh, I should have seen that one coming. Ooh, that one seemed like the game kind of lagged a little bit there. Got a bit of a frame drop. Not sure where the Minotaur went. He's chasing after me, that's where. Minotaur is down. That's the first time I've done that. But Theseus is still alive, and he is generally the tricky one. Ooh, and he is changing up his strategy, it seems. At least a little bit. And I am close to one hit from death. Not quite, but very close. Hoping that he is more straightforward, though, when at least he's the only one to focus on. Love if you would just make it easier to hit you, though. Granted, this is certainly helping when you do that. Love if you'd stay on screen, though. Stop running away! Ooh, don't get greedy.
All which you think you have achieved was merely handed you. Hold, you monster!
Okay. And I really wish we'd go somewhere where I could more easily see you.
Foul demon!
Ooh, not where I meant to stand. Was trying to bait you a little bit there, but not that much. Whoa, that still hit me? Oh, I object to that one. Like 2 HP. One hit and we are dead, for sure. It's impervious. Oh right, he can do that. I forgot. Totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. I do not recall if he stops at any point. That was close. Careful. Woo, get out of there. Oh, I'm amazed we aren't dead right now. I would have thought that would deal damage to us. His god power. It did that time.
You should have stayed down in the depths of hell.
It did not the first time for whatever reason, but it did that time. Still, certainly our best yet. We defeated the Minotaur for the first time, and that is also probably the furthest, if not very close to the furthest we've gone with Theseus as well.
Disgraceful.
No Hypnos. It seems like for whatever reason, every time we make it into that Minotaur-Theseus fight in Elysium, Hypnos is never here to talk to us.
You have been keeping our contractor rather busy, I must say. Commissioning these frivolous projects around the house with the wealth you wrest from my domain. What are you hoping to achieve?
Oh, you know, just giving back to the community. Figure if I'm to keep getting dragged back here, it might as well be somewhat livable.
Livable, you say? When last I checked, making the underworld livable was not among our top priorities. Just remember, in your brazenness, whose house this is.
Yeah.
Well aware, thanks.
No Achilles either. Thanatos. Cool. For all of our friends. Contractor? Alright, so this would be the next major upgrade that we would be looking toward. Doesn't require that many more gems. I mean, really just probably one gem trove will do the trick. We might have run into one earlier in this run, but as I was saying, at least once we got into Elysium, and there were some points when we were in Asphodel when our life was not looking so great, so might have skipped him deliberately then, but that is something that we might
I shall be watching over
look
you
to do
and
soon.
our house alike.
And oh, I think those would just be little shades talking about their cause of death.
Darkness is power.
Okay, so we did pick up a fair amount of darkness, not a ton, but enough to at least upgrade our Olympian favor a little bit to make it more likely for us to get rare boons. So
To go.
that should help. And I mean, overall,
Right on schedule.
like I said, that was our second run
Darkness give me
with
strength.
the bow, and we did probably the best we've done ever thus far. I mean, certainly feels like, generally speaking, we're making improvements. We're making it to the Theseus and Minotaur fight more often. And when we get there, we're getting slightly further. So that's an encouraging sign. We'll see if we can continue that trend going forward. That's going to wrap things up for this video, though. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.